Next, I'd like to invite Jennifer Maddox to the stage. Jennifer is a Chicago police officer who founded Future Ties to connect youth with positive out-of-school programming.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you to Streetwise. I really appreciate this honor. Thank you, Julie. Thank you so much. Pete, I just want to repeat everything you said. That was awesome. Future Ties, that's my baby. It's an after-school program and a summer camp program that I founded about 11 years ago in a low-income housing complex on the south side of Chicago called Parkway Gardens. I'm also a 22-year veteran of the Chicago Police Department. When I was patrolling B312, because I remember it vividly, this was my beat that the low-income housing complex resided in, and it took me a while to really understand the disparities that was taking place in this complex that had over 1,200 youth that lived in a 3-block radius. 1,200 youth in a 3-block radius. And patrolling, I'm trying to figure out why do we have to respond for calls for service in that area every day. Think about it. They had no safe spaces. They had nowhere to go to engage each other to play, no swings, no fields to play basketball, jump rope, football, nothing. I decided that we needed to do something different in that area so the youth over there could have something positive to do. The apartment complex allowed me to utilize a basement, which we are still in. It's a basement. But we are running our after-school program out of there, and we are supporting 40 families. Also, we are now doing teen summer camps for teenagers ages 14 through 18. We have an entrepreneurship program that we are actually training young African-American men how to cut hair, how to be entrepreneurs, how to earn money legally. It's my baby because I understand Future Ties means that we are working with our future, and it takes the ties in the community, the ties in this room, to make these babies successful. It takes all of us to reach back and pull somebody up. Our motto is to lead by example. And I had to realize, even though we had the after-school program going on, we had to really reach back and train up some of the parents. We had to work with our parents. Now we have parents completing their GEDs. We have parents that are going back to get their associate's degree and their bachelor's degree. And these are the parents that I now employ within Future Ties so that they can lead by example. It's hard for them to tell their children to complete school and to get out there, get your education, get you a good job, do something positive if they're not doing it themselves. Now, in my spare time, and thank you, Lord, for giving me the strength, but in my spare time now, I'm on the streets doing presentations about knowing your rights. And it's so important, and coming from the police to tell people on the streets about what their rights are and what it is that they need to do when they are detained or arrested by the police. And people look at me strange like I'm crazy because I am the police and I'm telling them what it is that they need to do if they're encountered by the police. But we need to realize that many of our black and brown youth are incarcerated, and they needed to understand what their rights were, and they didn't. They didn't know. They didn't have a clue. So thank you, Streetwise, for this opportunity. Thank you to be honored by all the other honorees here. I really appreciate it. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. We're doing some amazing things with some amazing youth, and they're going away to college. They are getting jobs, and they are being successful. Thank you so much for this honor. Have a good evening.